I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything. Like when people say, oh, girls don't shoot their shot. Yes, they do. If I look at you like this, like say you walking this way and I'm walking like this, and if I look at you like this, that's me shooting my shot. Come say something.
So if a woman says to you, get away from me, leave me alone. Guys think that she's a guy. So they think she means leave me alone. What she really means is chase me and prove to me you love me. Ladies, if that's true, make some noise.
And then you got mad at me. Oh! And you turned me into... Yes, and then you killed me. I have no idea. That's giving you way too much credit.
So what's your sign?
So I'm looking for someone who's also financially stable and not has to work a 9 to 5 every day to live their life.
You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you, I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So
It's just my finances.
And I think what's interesting is that modern women really don't know how to control their own emotions. They really don't know how to regulate their own emotions. They want and they ask for things that they don't even know how to do, right? So I want a man who's vulnerable, a man who's emotionally available. I'm sick and tired of these men not opening up. It's okay to cry. Boys actually do cry and all that other nonsense. But then when a man does actually open up, all of a sudden it's, oh, well, you know, I really don't know if I can respect him anymore. I really don't know if I see him the same way. I really don't know if I see him the same way. You know, it's just a whole bunch of stupidity is what it is. You're asking for something. Then when somebody gives you what you're asking for, well, I didn't really mean like that. No, you did mean like that. Because that's how the books portrayed it. That's what the books were saying that you were reading. That's what the TV shows were saying or portraying. That's what they're showing. And when somebody gives it to you in real life, and when you're in the moment, then all of a sudden, I don't know if this is exactly what I'm looking for. I don't know if this is for me. But you still have videos out there, and then you get back on there the very next day talking about this is what I want.
If a girl ever goes distant with you, what you do is you just become more distant with her. My woman, in the early stages of my relationship, she thought it'd be a good idea to ignore me. What did I do? I just ignored her for 3 days until she went out of her mind. And then she came back to the table, and I just calmly said to her, well, now you know what happens if you try to ignore me. You're going to get more of what you don't want. Solved.
Emotionally unavailable men chase emotionally available women because they want validation without the responsibility. They want to be loved without ever having to open up. They want comfort without the commitment that it takes to protect it. They choose women with the biggest hearts because they know that she will keep pouring even when she's bleeding. But the moment she stops nurturing him, he has nothing to feed on.
Unpopular opinion, being a man has to be one of the toughest jobs in this world, because when I hear some of the requests that these women have and how they can contradict themselves when they telling you what they want, I get confused. You're not allowed to be sensitive, but how dare you not open up and talk about how you feeling? I need you to be a leader, but you need to understand that I'm not going to follow you and you can't lead me anywhere. I want you to be strong, but show some kind of vulnerability, but not too much, because now I'm going to think that you're weak, because strength and vulnerability can't seem to coexist. I want you to be there for me at all points and times, but understand that I'm still going to be very independent and not need you for certain things. I need you to read my mind, but don't assume you know what I'm thinking. Be financially stable, but have a whole bunch of free time, even though it takes time to make money to take care of this family. I want you to meet all my needs, but don't assume you know everything that I need right off top. How is it that when you don't know exactly what you need and what you want, he's supposed to know? When you hear it out loud, don't it sound silly?
And I think it's even gotten to the point where dudes are not at the bar anymore. You don't have guys at the bar anymore. They're not going a lot of places. How come we can't find guys at lounges or bars to buy us drinks? Well, because for one, y'all act like y'all are entitled to the drink. When the man gives you the drink, then then y'all sit up there and smirk in his face like, no, get on, be gone. Are you serious? Are you serious? I just paid $15, $20, $30 for a drink for you to be like, now get on. Don't say hi. Don't say thank you. Just, that's what you're supposed to do, as you should. Okay, and I won't be doing it again.
Chivalry is not just about opening doors or pulling chairs. It's about how you see her, beyond gestures, beyond appearances. A gentleman values her mind as much as her presence. True masculinity isn't about dominance. It's the courage to be real, to stand beside her, not ahead of her. Chivalry isn't weakness. It's a choice to honor her for who she is, and the man you become when you're with her. Confident, grounded, and respectful.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Never make a man tell you he doesn't want you more than once. He's told you in 90 different ways that he doesn't want you. When he doesn't come home, when he doesn't talk to you, when he doesn't share like he used to. That's saying, I don't want you. And that doesn't have anything to do with your value as a person. Women often, we've invested so much time and money in a guy, we just can't cut our losses and go. But it never gets better. Never beg anybody to love you. It never works.
This is why men stay with women they do not love. I know this is painful to hear, but some men, they stay in relationships even when they're not truly in love. Why? That's a really good question. The reason is because the relationship meets a need. Maybe it's comfort, maybe it's stability, maybe it's intimacy, maybe it's the fear of being alone. Who knows what it is? For some men, it's even status or social convenience. So if a man is staying without love, he'll never really step up or step into full devotion. He may linger around, sure, but he won't lead. He may be present with you, but he won't be fully alive in this relationship. The danger for women is mistaking his presence for love. A man who's truly in love doesn't just stay, he invests, he builds, and he chooses over and over again wanting to be with you. Anything less, in many ways, is just settling.
A lot of these social situations now is it just a man really doesn't want to take the risk. He really doesn't want to look like a criminal, right? The man says hi to you at a grocery store, it don't really matter where it is. He tries to make conversation with you, and you're looking at the man sideways. You're looking at the man like he did something wrong. Literally. He coming up like a creep. How? I just said hi. Hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, I don't want to talk to nobody. Well, that's something that you got to work out within yourself. But you also need to work out how to be polite. Even if y'all don't go anywhere, he don't ask you out. Modern women need to learn how to be polite in general. In general. Woman got mad at another lady for just coming up and saying hello. Just coming up and saying hello. What? I didn't do anything wrong. And then tried to put it on the internet like, oh, why she come over here bothering me? And people down in the comments are like, you look like an idiot. So you're just being polite. You need to learn some manners.
A woman's biggest regret isn't leaving too soon. It's staying too long. When it's time to go, trust yourself enough to leave. Choosing yourself is never something you'll regret, but staying too long might be.
And what's funny is that a lot of these modern women sit up and say, man, I cannot find a good man. And really what they mean is saying, I can't find a good man to approach me. I'm in the gym, I'm at church, I'm at work, and I see a whole host of guys that I would be interested in talking to. but they're not approaching me, man. They're not trying to talk to me. Where can I find a good-looking guy that's not afraid to come and approach me? I don't want to approach first. I feel like the man when I do that. Newsflash. The men that you want don't want you. They've moved on to greener pastures. Well, they don't even know me. They don't have to. That's what men keep on saying. The way that you portray yourself online, a man is going to see that. You might be the sweetest person in the world, but if a man sees that online, he's going to be like, oh no, I don't think I want that. You're essentially like McDonald's. If McDonald's comes out with some chicken nuggets or something like that, and the chicken nuggets look appetizing, then people are going to come in and try the chicken nuggets. And over time, you might say, shoot, the chicken nuggets are nice. I think I might get something else on the menu. That's what men are saying about you. Oh man, she had a really nice personality. Think I want to see if she has anything else. So do you like sports? Not really. I used to golf in high school. Oh, okay. Me too. Wow. How many years did you golf? I started my sophomore year, and then, junior year, and then senior year kind of trailed off and started doing other things. Man, that's cool, man. Well, maybe you and I can, go play around one day. I haven't been in a while, but, I'd like that. Okay, so, well, let me tell you, let's go to a range first. Let's go to a driving range first. We do that. And then if you're comfortable, we're going to play around. Okay. And afterwards, maybe we can, get lunch. How does that sound to you? Oh, that sounds fantastic. And so he's planning around common interests. But a lot of modern women nowadays, they're not receptive to a man's leadership. They're not receptive to a man's way of living, his lifestyle, the things that he might want to do. So a man's kind of like, if I have to run into this, if I have to be around this, if I have to deal with this, I'm probably not going to be approaching.
You get a Mother's Day and we don't have a Father's Day. When? And so I look it up. Guess when Father's Day was created? The following year, literally inspired by Mother's Day.
So what? Okay, so you have a birthday, but you're also supposed to have Mother's Day, and then Christmas, Valentine's Day, and all the other holidays they come up with, and he can't have a Father's Day in addition to his birthday? And heck, most men don't even know what it's like to have their birthday or Father's Day celebrated to begin with. Because, you see when you go out how heavily Mother's Day is brought up and shoved right in your face. But Father's Day doesn't get the same amount of attention. If mothers are going to get celebrated, then why shouldn't fathers get celebrated as well? Is that big of a deal? If you're in a relationship with somebody, you should want them to be celebrated. You should be excited to be with them. So the fact that this is even made fun of or mocked is absolutely ridiculous. Are men allowed to want anything?
And I want to be very clear as to why I said that chivalry isn't misogynistic. Yes, chivalry is patriarchal, but patriarchy is just the system in which we live in. Patriarchy is the system that was made mostly by men. It's male-coded logic for a system built for men to thrive. And everything that exists in that system is built for men with mainly men in mind, but that doesn't mean that it is misogynistic against women. Child support is a patriarchal concept. It was not created to be misogynistic against women. It was created to support the children that men helped create. The prison industrial system is also patriarchal. It's male-centered logic about how crime should be handled. That doesn't mean that it's automatically misogynistic against women. Being patriarchal doesn't mean misogyny against women. It means power systems created under male power. So chivalry was never about women. It was about how a man, specifically a knight, should conduct himself. And he should be honorable, he should be courageous, and he should be courteous. There's nothing inherently misogynistic about those concepts. I think that's one of the few good things about the patriarchal system. Men should live by an honor code and should have behaviors and beliefs that make a good man. I think everyone should have that. That shouldn't be a gendered experience. I do believe in men having an honor code. And I only talk to men who do have an honor code. Everyone should have a system of good beliefs that govern them. So no, it's not misogynistic. Maybe patriarchal, not misogyny.
And a lot of these modern women, sometimes they get it through their heads. I'll even say, we say, well, you're going to wait until you're 30, 40, 50 years old until you realize, man, I fumbled a guy. But there's some of these modern women out there that understand, hey, this was a good guy. I want to get a second chance with him. The only problem is they realize, hey, academically, or I can't even say academically now. I have to say, through experience, they realize this guy that I thought was going to be the alpha male is not good for me. So I'm going to call back to this guy and hopefully he takes me back. Unfortunately, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, you don't really even want to change your ways. You want to keep on doing what you're doing. And well, you know, I'm a prize, but I realize he's a prize too. And so I'm going to back off a little bit, but I'm not going to back up too much because that's who I am. So I might back up 10% and still keep 90% of my attitude and expect him to be okay with that. If you go out there and a man dogs you out and then you trying to, you know, skip on back to the guy that you left, you gonna need to back off more than 10% of your bad attitude. You gonna need to back off like 50% at minimum. At minimum, you can keep your personality because that's who you are. But that attitude you had, you might be able to keep 10% of it if you're lucky.
Have you ever been loyal to your own destruction before?
Nah, I'm quick to leave, to be honest.
Always? You've always been that way?
This is what happens. In my mind,
you're gone.
I'll start to check out. And then once I've checked out,
you out.
Even though I'm in the relationship, I'm done. There ain't no coming back. I tried. I tried to communicate. Yeah. I've tried to be sweet. I've tried. And now I'm tired. I don't want to try anymore. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your effort. Sir, please exit stage left.
Why is it that women mentally check out first in a relationship before she physically leaves?
I think it's emotionally. I think that women that have emotional neglect over time have that little devil on their shoulder that's now amplified times 10,000. It's easier to quit than to fix it when there's so much resentment build up, when there's so much space and so much coldness. So that's why it's so important to have those conversations from the jump. It's important to learn. Like, it's not about how often you argue. In fact, studies have shown that women that choose arguments more often than not actually care about you more. It's not that you argue, it's how do you repair. So if I start an argument, if I start a problem, it's because I care. It's not because I'm trying to fight with you. I don't want to fight. I hate fighting. I don't want to feel this way. I'm just trying to fix it. And sometimes people don't know how to articulate how to fix things.
This is my proof that I think that the population is going to slowly decline, because I'm in a room of like 100 men, and not one of them has approached. I just think men this day and age don't want to date.
There are so many men in that room, so just find one that you find cute and walk up to him. Or even if you don't want to do that, make a circle around the room. I don't know if she was there with a friend, but when I used to go to those environments with friends, we would make a circle around the room. If I saw a guy that I found cute, I would like give him a little smile. Even if I didn't directly go up to him, I would have a sort of open demeanor where a lot of the guys that I would smile at would eventually come up to me. All the guys there have no idea that you want them to approach you, so you have to send more inviting signals. You need to send more IOIs, or you might need to be the one who approaches them if you find a guy that you really find attractive. And I know a lot of women don't want to hear that, but I just think it's one of those things where I see so many women be so proactive about every other area of their lives, but this one, it's like there's almost a refusal to put in a certain amount of effort to get the outcome that you want. And I'm not saying that that means that you have to automatically walk up to a guy and approach him yourself, but there are so many ways to, it's called dropping the handkerchief, to send signs or signals that you would be open to being approached or that you find that guy attractive. So that is my best advice if you really want to make this thing happen, but let me know what you guys think. Bye.
You know, a lot of these modern women like to continue to treat men like a clown. Amusement. You know, why doesn't a man approach me? There's a lot of risks involved in approaching. There's a lot of disrespect involved in approaching. It don't matter where you go, seemingly with these modern women nowadays, you get treated like you know, crossed some type of line and you done something wrong. Like you just, you know, eliminated somebody. That's the way they treat you. They look at you like you're a criminal off bat. Let me ask you a question. Who would want to go through that? Which person? Even you. If you go up, like say for instance, if you're sitting in a restaurant and you go up to a waiter and you say, hey, we hadn't gotten our drinks yet. It would be okay if, you know, we haven't been able to order. You know, haven't had anybody come to our table to even see what we wanted or greet us. If that whole staff turned around and looked at you like, what are you doing over here? You instantly leave a review and walk out of there and go find somewhere else to go. Don't go here. It's trash. The service was terrible. We got seated. Nobody. I was reading the post today or over just down the line. People say, oh, it's a trash place. The food is trash and the service was even worse. They're leaving reviews about it. And so now, even if I was thinking about going, I'm not going because you telling me the service is so bad. That's how you are as a modern woman. Nobody's approaching you because you're disrespectful. It is a risk to approach you. Now they're looking at you saying, man, if this woman is trash, if her attitude is trash, why would I even be over there?
Don't be sitting in your car. No. Come in and take care of your kids. Don't be sitting in your car.
What if that man just had a really rough day at work and he's sitting there in the driveway trying to bring himself to the point of just letting that go and transition into dad mode and husband mode? He's taking a few minutes to mentally prepare for that shift. And then as he's doing that, his wife comes out of the door and just is under this assumption that that man is being selfish in his time, and she demands that he gets inside. That honestly would be so disheartening to anyone. And he's either one, going to just suck it up and deal with it, but then also feel like he has an unsupportive wife, or two, he's just going to stay at work a few more minutes before leaving the parking lot or pulling over to the side of the road before getting home just to decompress. And then you don't know what's going on with him, so a far better solution here would be to maybe text him while he's sitting in the car, check in on him, say, are you okay? Give him that space and opportunity to tell you what's going on, because that's already very difficult for men to do in general. And if he does that and then you're like that soft place to land, that means everything to a man.
Man, I just want to say thank you to all the conservative and traditional women out there who are standing up and sticking up for men these days. In a world where I don't care what anyone says, masculinity is under attack. And if you think I'm being over dramatic, just open your eyes and ears. There's a lot of rhetoric out there like men are useless and masculinity is toxic and women can do everything a man can. And don't realize how dangerous that is, that we should be coming together and as men and women celebrating our differences and forming the most powerful union and synergy that exists in this entire world. And you traditional and conservative women are so patient with us, and you give us and show us your respect even when we don't always deserve it. Because I also know that the world desperately needs more men, including me, to step up and be better leaders and be stronger and healthier and more masculine. And as much as I know men need love, I think women more so yearn for love. Men yearn for respect, particularly from women. And I think any man watching right now knows what I'm talking about. It is our North Star. And you traditional and conservative women always show us your respect and stand up for masculinity, and that makes me want to be a better man. And I know I'm not alone. So to all you traditional conservative women out there who are sticking up for masculinity and showing us your respect, thank you. Thank you.
And I think what a lot of guys are finding is that it used to be that approaching a woman meant that you were interested in her. But now modern women have changed this to mean you're aggressive, you're a creep. So a lot of men are not approaching because you're thinking that, oh man, he must be about to do something to me. He must be about to attack me or verbally assault me or something untoward, something wrong. The man is not even thinking that. There's a lot of times men are just walking down the street, literally just minding their business. And what they actually receive from a woman is weird. Like the looks, the body language. And the man might just say, hey, how you doing? And keep on walking. But a lot of these modern women are weird about it. There was a woman actually in a restaurant, and she posted on social media something about somebody coming up and talking to her or something like that, or somebody that she was with. And they were actually really very nice. And instead of turning and speaking to them and talking to them, she just completely ignored them like they weren't even there. I think they might even said, hi to her, because they walked up and they were speaking to somebody else. But then they turned around and said, hey, have a good day, and stuff like that, and nothing. And then she turns to the camera, because these modern women have they brain elsewhere other than the real world. She turns to the camera and she, oh, well, how dare she do that, yada, yada, and this and that. And then in the comments, you can see people, now I got to give it to them, men and women holding her accountable. Oh, you thought we was going to be with you? You thought we was going to side with you? That was rude. You don't need to be doing that. That was stupid. So I appreciate the women coming out and saying, hey, why you act like that? That woman was just trying to be nice. She was just trying to, just be polite to you. But modern women, their brain is so warped as to how to be social with people that this is, you gonna post something on the internet and you think you're right, but then people are like, no, you're an idiot and you're a bum.
Men do not trust men around their women because men know men are opportunists when there is no code. And that is not insecurity. That is pattern recognition. Men know how men move when they sense emotional openness. Men know when a man is waiting for an opportunity, waiting for access, waiting for relationship problems, waiting for emotional distance so he can slide in pretending to be supportive. That is why men notice certain energy faster than women do, because the woman will focus on her own intentions. Meanwhile, her man is watching the other man's intentions. And that is a very important difference, because women will say, oh, he's just being friendly. He's just nice. He's just my friend. And yes, she's honest. Meanwhile, men know when another man is slowly testing boundaries. Men know when attention starts becoming emotional access. And men definitely know when a man is waiting patiently for the relationship to hit a rough patch so he can emotionally position himself. Men know that. And before people start screaming toxic, right? Understanding how certain men move, that is not insecurity. That is awareness.
One of the things men don't know about women is how sensitive we are to criticism. Men have asked, how can you effectively criticize a woman?
That was one of my questions.
You can't.
Wait, how did you write it?
How did you write it?
You wrote it down. Oh, we gotta find it.
Oh, gosh.
Do women tend to handle criticism or feedback differently than men?
Yeah.
Way.
Or what? Yeah.
Way.
Why do they?
Way and why?
Yeah.
Okay, so we think that we, conscious or unconscious, our job is to be pleasing. And as long as I'm pleasing, you will only procreate with me, and you'll protect me, and you'll provide for me as long as I'm pleasing. So I have to be pleasing. And if you mention something critical, I have failed utterly, and I'm going to
That is literally how it feels sometimes.
It does. It feels like it crashes the system. And I was talking about this the other day, the difference between pleasing, when a woman uses the word pleasing, how can I please you? Well, cook the green beans for 3 minutes less and let me salt my own. That would be more pleasing. Oh, good. When men talk about being pleasing, they're talking about pleasure. I want to please her. They're not talking about fix it just right, make her cocoa just right. Like they're usually it's pleasure. Pleasing and pleasure, they seem really close together, but they're light years away. So when you don't have to say something for it to seem critical, like you can state a fact, and we will take it as a criticism. The green beans are cold.
That's so true.
You're just stating a fact. There's no accusation in it at all. It's just a fact. Let's deal with facts.
Do women know that they are the problem for the most part?
That's the thing. Most of them do not.
They do
and in
not
fact,
know.
I will probably lose most of my female friends after hearing this interview. And I find, women, not only do they not realize it, they don't want to hear it. When I present this argument to women, you become the black sheep with women. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear at all that they have anything to do with their current state of singledom.
And why is that?
Well, a lot of it is because what they're taught. They're taught from a young age, and in these kind of bullcrap studies like gender studies and women's studies, no offense to someone who went through those programs, but, a lot of it is really just teaching you that the patriarchy is prevalent and it's bad, and, men are the oppressors and you are the oppressed. And so when you just get, taught that, indoctrinated with that, they don't want to hear any other way.
Dating is just like non-existent these days. You meet somebody, you date them for like a week, and before you know it, y'all in a full-blown relationship. And that bothers me because we're supposed to be dating. Like, if I say I'm just out here dating, that means I'm not monogamous to you. We're not married, so I don't have to submit and be doing all these wifey type things, cooking, going to your house, cleaning, just doing the most. Like, I shouldn't have to do that. If we're dating, we need to be dating. That means I can see other people, you can see other people. When you like a person, you make time for them. So either way, we'll still be making time for each other. This situation that went on with Meg, the way that she wrote that, and I'm not saying that she not a victim or she is, I'm not saying that, but I do like people to take accountability for themselves. And what I'm saying is, you and that basketball player was not married. Y'all wasn't even talking that long, and then all of a sudden, you cooking for his family and this and that. That's a lot. That's really throwing yourself out there. The more that you do for a person, the more that you fall for them. You fall in lust, love, whatever the case is, because you're giving them everything. And that's when we speak on availability. You can't be too available for somebody that you're only dating. You're dating them. We not even finna play those games. I'm not in love with potential. I'm not in love with the fairy tale. Like, now I don't make any assumptions. Oh, this gonna be my husband. No, we are dating, and we gonna leave it as that. So if I decide, listen, this dating shit ain't working out with you, then I'ma just go on about my business. But as for doing all that extra, I'm not doing nothing extra, because we have not decided to go those steps further. We need to talk. I don't want to assume. Let's talk about it, see if it's time for that, and then we do it. If not, chill. Dating. The fuck? Better eat something done. I cook it for you or your family.
Y'all might not want to hear this from a man, but I'm gonna say it anyways. There is a silent exhaustion among women today that nobody really wants to talk about. We have raised an entire generation of women to be fiercely independent, to build their own empires, to make their own money, and never, ever, ever have to rely on a man for anything. And that's beautiful in a lot of ways, and it's necessary progress in a lot of ways. But here's the nuance that gets lost in the empowerment culture. You can be a boss in the boardroom, you can pay all your own bills, and you can still deeply crave a space where you don't have to be the strong one. I talk to so many incredible women who are just tired. They don't want a man to save them. They want a man who's grounded enough and safe enough that they can finally take the armor off. And somewhere in all of this, we created a culture where some women get praised for never needing anyone, while other women get judged for wanting to be held, for wanting a man they can actually rest with. And that's where things get distorted, because we've turned natural longing into something women feel like they have to defend. We're stuck in this gender war that keeps pushing men and women away from each other, when I really believe that we're meant to be in communion, to coexist, to complement each other, not to compete with each other for who needs who less. True independence isn't about not needing anyone. It's having the freedom to choose who feels safe enough for you to lay your armor down with. And there's nothing weak about wanting a safe place to rest.
Let's talk about why he moved on so quick. If you're spiraling right now because you're post-breakup and you see that your ex is already going for new girls, listen to this, hear me out. He's moving on as a way of emotional detachment. He's trying to disconnect and make a rebound his coping mechanism. It's a way for him to band-aid the pain. His new girl is being used as a distraction. Along with that, there are societal expectations that cause men to not be allowed to show their emotions, and their egos are hurt after a breakup, so they're trying to redeem themselves. He's also trying to find reassurance in other women because his self-esteem was shattered after the breakup. It's just really important to remember that men and women process emotions so differently. So if your ex isn't handling the breakup exactly how you envisioned it, don't take it personally. Don't take it as, oh, he never really loved me. No, he's just handling it different, and it doesn't mean he cares any less than you do. Anyways, I'm finishing up the makeup and then coming back. And this is the final makeup look. Mwah. Love you guys.
You see with a lot of these modern women is they want a healthy man, but they don't really want the boundaries, right? And so with a lot of these modern women, they'll sit up there and they'll continue to crash out on you. They'll continue to go towards men that are a fun time. They'll go towards men that keep their emotions up and down like a roller coaster. They'll go towards that type of man, right? But then later on in life, they'll want to, I'm tired of this stuff, man. I'm tired of the emotional roller. I'm tired of all the games. And they'll start going towards you. And even when they go towards you, they'll be like, oh man, I'm not used to this, and this. And the stuff that man that was doing that was chaotic, that was keeping them up and down, they're used to that. They'll expect that out of you. And when you just sitting there watching the game, they'll come and try to start an argument with you. I'm just, hey man, why don't we go somewhere? Hey, I don't feel like going out. Let's order something in. I'm going to watch the game. Why don't you sit and watch the game with me? Okay. And then, it feels good for the first few weeks, but until she gets that unhealthy attitude up out of her, she going to give you problems. And if you want to deal with that, more power to you. You have to move past, oh, she's cute, so her little spiciness, I'm gonna leave that alone. To, if I'm gonna be in a relationship with this person, how are we gonna handle this? And it's not gonna be, I'm gonna get into a relationship with this person and we're gonna handle it after. No, we're gonna get an understanding. And then I need to see that you understand before we move into a relationship. Because ain't no use in me and you continue to talk if you're not displaying that you understand, hey, these are toxic traits. These are things I need to get up out of my life. Now, you also have to understand that you're not going to see everything about a person. And so sometimes when you get inside a relationship, that's going to show up. Those toxic traits that you have and she has going to show up. But the idea would be that both of you would handle it, would be able to come to the table and handle at some point in time. You got your little bad attitude, she got a little stinky attitude. Y'all give each other some time. Okay, what I was saying was X, Y, and Z. You get mad again, you try it again. Okay, sorry about that. What I was saying was this, and this. And you keep on practicing, you keep on doing that until you can say, okay, I know I'm about to go off. I'm not even going to go in there. Will she come in? Hey, just give me a couple seconds. I'll talk to you in a minute. That's how you start. You've already set a healthy boundary. You're just trying to get in alignment with it.